me, being a first time online course participant, it's been an amazing experience for me so far, right? You've created not only quality content that I've been very impressed with and sharing your experiences, but also you've been very encouraging and very inviting for people to participate and to not give up. And so I just want to thank you because I think what you've done with the technology as well as your teaching style and the content has been very valuable. And so, yeah, so just so you know, I work for an organization called Kids Around the World.
Okay.
And we're a faith-based nonprofit. We do some amazing projects around the world, reaching out to kids. We make a big impact on children. I'm the One Meal Regional Director. One Meal is basically a highly nutritious meal package that volunteers put together, and it's to serve and it meets the needs of children that are malnourished, right? Because you just can't give somebody a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and expect them to be able to digest that, right? So last year, just in the Portland or Pacific Northwest, we packed, I want to say, over 1 million meals, and we had 7,500 volunteers pack that, right? They fundraised for it too. The amazing thing about the meals, they cost about 27 cents a meal too. So we tell people for less than the price of a postage stamp, they can feed a child a highly nutritious meal around the world, kind of a thing. Wow. People fundraise for these meal packing events, and part of my salary is from the cost of that meals, right? But then what happened was COVID happened, and because of that, we noticed all of our meal packing events started to get canceled or postponed. And then our board of directors got together and they just said, hey, this isn't working out. We're a nonprofit and we're not bringing in any donations, right? And so back in late March, they let basically almost our entire One Meal team go. So what happened was I asked them, I said, okay, you're gonna bring me back on for 2 months, but no one's comfortable getting together in groups to pack meals, right? So what do you want me to do? And back in December, I told my my CFO that, hey, I would like to have a career path where I get more involved with grant writing and grants. Because this is not a job I can do. The One Meal stuff, there's a lot of physical work involved. I go, it's not a job I can do long term. And so anyway, so he said, hey Jim, why don't you just, I understand there's not gonna be very meal packing events right now, so why don't you focus the next 2 months on grant writing? And I go, that's great, I'll get paid to learn, right? Kind of a thing. And that's when I signed up for your course. Because of the class and all the content that you have, it really required me to get a lay of the land within my own organization. Yeah, this our organization, it's small, so everyone wears multiple hats, and it's really hard to get priority or people's time, right? And so my whole objective was to really create the framework within the organization, so in case 2 months later, i.e. now, if they couldn't keep me on board, they'd have a good structure in place, right? We are finding, like 2 weekends ago, we had one church down in Southern California, 40 families get together, not 40 families get together, 40 families wanting to pack meals in their homes. So they packed 60,000 meals. And so now that was our pilot to basically see if we can actually go bigger. And now I got information today that we're doing these million meal initiatives where we get 5 to 7 churches in a city to work together to pack 1 million meals.
Oh, I love that.
Through their yeah, right. And so, because there's a lot of people that just being cooped up, they want to serve, they want to help out, but they're not too sure how, especially with the whole prevention of gathering and whatnot. I discovered your class or your information online, maybe through probably a Google search, quite frankly, And so what I did was, because I didn't know whether or not Kids Around the World was going to keep me on board or not. Mm-hmm. And so, and I kind of know that, later in life, this is a skill set I want to develop. I'm a giver. And so I like helping out organizations with good causes. And so I think this is a skill set that's really valuable to have, to be able to help out other organizations, whether I get paid for it or whether I do it as a volunteer. And so I paid for the class. I didn't get Kids Around the World to pay for it. I just felt like it was the right thing to do because it was more my personal thing that I want to do.
So did you end up finding some grants that you would want to pursue? Did you?
So Instrumental. I love that resource. And so, I was shocked. I really thought that I wasn't going to be able to find many things in what we do. But yes, I was surprised. I was pleasantly surprised to see how many are out there. I also did a lot of legwork internally to find out what has kids around the world applied for in the past.
Yeah, good work. Nice.
And then I found out that yes, there was things that we applied in one in the past.
Someone else is trying to decide to take this course. What feedback would you give them?
I would say that it's as far as taking this course, it's a great value for their money, because the amount of information, not only the content, but the experiences that you get to hear about, and then the community that you get to join, right? That it's been a very positive experience, that people are very positive. They all want to sincerely help one another. And I've been really impressed with that. So I would say for anyone either on, wondering whether or not they should invest the time or the money into it, I would highly recommend this. And if anyone was like looking at other resources, because there is a lot of, I want to say almost like a hodgepodge of resources out there for grant writing and learning the grant write. But I found this to be most organized and the most helpful, right? And the best use of time, quite frankly, because I did go to some of the free resources out there and looked at that, and it's not as practical. And this, I think, this I can tell, it's saving me from a lot of rookie mistakes that I would have made otherwise, right? And so I think it's a no-brainer in that regards. So that's what I would say. Thanks for taking the time to talk to me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no, I love it. Just little nuggets of feedback like this is so important. I'm really grateful.
Good deal. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.